Dancing with Newport Stars is coming back on stage on the Newport Opera House on Friday, January 27th and Saturday, January 28th. Chad Howe is in studio, our latest star. Chad, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Doing fantastic. Appreciate you popping in this morning. I know you have a day off from school.
I do, yes. Yeah, it's nice.
Make you work anyway.
That's right. I got this morning, and then I'd practice this afternoon.
Oh, you got practice today, too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Never ending. Yeah. I got to get my 80 hours in.
80?
Yeah, 40 is not enough.
Okay. Because you said 40 before. It sounds like it's doubling.
It is doubling, yeah.
My goodness.
That's my work ethic.
And your pro isn't here, Aggie. Good seeing you again.
Hi, Steve.
How's he doing?
He's doing very well.
She's biased.
She's biased.
I got to keep telling him he's doing a great job. It's fabulous. But he is. He's doing very well. He's from day one to now. What a transformation.
Oh, why was day one not good?
Just uncertain and, well, you get thrown into a pack of wolves, I feel like, when you get into this. And he was a little gun shy at first and really had to think everything through. But now it's definitely more fluid and more, he doesn't have to think so much anymore. So it's great.
Yeah, I definitely am not a dancer, so this was all new to me.
Now, when you go to a wedding, are you the one that goes out on the floor and dances, or do you stay off to the side?
I'm behind the scenes, and I'm swinging my hips, and I'm a chair dancer.
Okay.
Yeah. Not anymore, though. I'm picking up new moves. Yeah.
So we can't talk about what song or what dance you guys are doing, but is this something? Obviously, Chad, you've never danced before, but is it new to you guys? Like Aggie, have you done it before? Or?
This is not a style dance I've done before.
Okay.
So this is new to me. I've danced it before a long time ago, and I loved it then. Mm-hmm. So when I was talking with Megan, I told her that this was the style I would like to do if she was willing to let me do it, and she said yes. So that was good.
Nice. Now, Chad, is it or is it not breakdancing?
It is. How did he know?
I've seen the program.
How did he know? It is not breakdancing.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
One of these years.
That'll be you.
No, I'm good.
I'm not doing the worm.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. Have you enjoyed this whole process?
It's. I didn't. So I was working on my porch one day. And I hear somebody pull into my driveway, and it's Donna. She pulls in. She goes, "I have a letter for you." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she gives me a letter. I open it, and I'm like, "You drove all the way down here. You couldn't find anybody else to give this letter to?" I'm like, "Really?" Mm-hmm. So I had to think about it, and so I thought about giving it to my wife when she got home, saying they dropped the letter off for you. But instead, I said they dropped the letter off for me, and she goes. The first thing out of her mouth, she goes, "You're gonna do it, right?" And I'm like, I got to think about this. I'm a chair dancer.
Right.
You know? So I thought about it overnight, and I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I do it? So it's been fun, and I didn't think I would be having as much fun, because I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
Yeah.
You really don't know what you're getting yourself into until you're into it.
Right.
Like, it's pretty intensive.
It is. Well, you have what I typically do with my partners is once a week from November to like January. And my goal is to try to have the whole dance choreographed and that we could dance the whole dance through, whether it's great or not, before the first of the year.
Oh.
So, and then you just have January to kind of do all the things like polish it up and arms and whatever. In some years that works and some years it doesn't work. But so I feel like we're at a point now where we're on the polishing part, so that's good considering the show's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks at this point.
Not to rush you, but
yeah.
How do you feel, Chad?
Yeah, so I got all the moves down, and putting them all together sometimes. Yeah, it's a struggle. Sometimes
there's transitions that you can't always. You just have to keep doing it over and over again to get that transition right. But it's a lot because I count music. So when I'm up there dancing, I'm always counting, and someone who's not accustomed to dancing doesn't always count. And so what works for me doesn't always work for them, right? And so I kind of have to find the middle ground of how to teach them to know where to be and when.
Right. And talk about the counting, because that's come up a lot this year. because there's the audio cues. At this point of the song, we do this, and others are the counting. So how does the counting work?
Well, you
Is
find
it to the beat?
it is to the beat. Different style dances have different counts.
Okay.
So, like if you're doing a salsa, it's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whereas other dances are 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to complicate things, you put an and in there, which is like a pause. So it's very different from style to style. And I count. He goes by musical cues, right? And I count. And so when we're off, I'll start to count so he kind of knows where we need to be and when. I think.
I'm really good at the ands.
The pause part?
The pause part, yeah.
That's your favorite part?
That's one of my favorites, yes. Yeah.
So you guys have got all the way through the song. Now you're kind of cleaning things up, and I've learned over the years now it's where your hands go, how your head is. Do you smile? Do you not smile? Where are you looking? So is that the point that the cleanup is?
That's where we're at right now. And today we'll meet with Megan, and she will go over the presentation piece, like where are you supposed to be looking. I need you to do this with your arms, or practice this. So I've been trying to go over that with him as well, but there's a part of the dance where I can't see him because my back is to him. So there's things that I just don't see because I'm dancing and he's dancing, so I don't know. So it'll be nice to get together with her and she can really show him how to put his arms. Or there's this joke in the dance, because Natalie used to always tell you to pretend like you're holding a credit card. And so to get your hands to do the right movement. And it's quite comical because no one ever gets it.
Yeah, you got to swing your arms in a certain manner, and I'm just not coordinated that much. I mean, I have the dance in my head, and my feet know the dance, but when I put the two together, sometimes I'm all over the place.
Now, when you learned what dance you're doing, Chad, did you go right to YouTube and type in how to blah, blah, blah?
Oh, there was a lot of YouTube.
Oh, was there? Okay.
Yeah, then there was some, Aggie sent me some video, and yeah, and it's been an adventure, yeah.
You can go down a rabbit hole doing that. You need to be careful when you go onto YouTube. And
I did lose some hours.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you pick up pointers, or did you?
No. I didn't even, some of the moves, I'm like, I know some of those moves. I've done some of those moves, but it's just watching people do it and how fluid they are, and some of their hand movements and stuff like that was why I was watching them.
And to watch like professionals do this dance versus amateurs,
right?
Like, this is so crisp and fluid, and it almost looks like they're just floating on air. It was evident to me when I'd see Natalie dance.
Yes,
it's like she's not even touching the ground; it's like just floating. It was remarkable.
Yes, it was. We've been watching some, in my memories when my phone comes up, like all the old memories come up, and so I get to see that again, and it's lovely.
Yeah. Now, Chad, have you been to the show before?
Never.
You've never gone?
Never gone.
You have no idea at all.
I've been asking about formats and it's been interesting. My wife goes every year, but yeah, not me. I'm like, that's not for me. I'm not a dancer. I don't even watch it on TV, so it's just not me.
Well, guess what?
It's me.
It's you now. You are suckered into this.
Yeah. So much so I signed my wife and I up for beginner classes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. We've been in the troupe comes in on, well, we have ladies' night on Wednesday nights, and then people that want to dance more than that, we've developed, the troupe. So we have a group of ladies that will dance more than just the Wednesday fun night. But the Wednesday fun night's pretty awesome it's just a ladies' night.
Yeah. It sounds like that's really growing too.
It is. Some sessions, depending on the time, we have, from 5 to 10 to 12 to 15, depending on the time of year. I feel like that's sometimes summertime. It kind of peters out a little, and then, well, at least I don't go in the summer because I'm camping.
Yeah, you got other stuff going on.
That's right.
Exactly. And Chad, who are you representing?
So Newport School District.
Okay.
Yeah. I got other side hustles that I wouldn't be representing from them. But
I was going to say.
Everybody's got a side job, but yeah, Newport School District is my full-time job.
And for those who don't know, what is your job at the school?
I do IT for them. Yeah. Anything that plugs in, we fool around and we say that's what we take care of. But yeah.
So when my daughter has an issue with her computer, she comes to see you?
She does, yeah. She's been on a couple times.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I enjoy some of the kid issues that come in. And then some of the kid issues that come in, it's not so enjoyable when they break stuff. But yeah, it's
Sure.
a good time, yeah.
Yeah.
And the number one rule in IT is
Reboot it. Yeah.
try
They had a
turning it
problem.
off and turning it on.
That usually fixes a lot of things. Even Chromebooks.
Even Chromebooks.
Even Chromebooks, yeah.
How about that? Now, Aggie, did you know that if not for Chad, I wouldn't know where the lunchroom would be at the high school?
I did not know this.
Flashbacks. There you
Yes. So Goshen Leinster, where I went, we'd have a basically orientation day, and then the older kids would show you around. And Chad was my tour guide. So he was a freshman when I was in 8th grade. So I had to shadow him for a day.
Awesome.
go. Oh, yeah.
Now
yeah.
everything I know, I owe to Chad.
Oh, Chad.
That's the foundation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
the
started right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Can't believe you went there. That's awesome.
So Dancing with Stars coming up next Friday and Saturday night, and I know it's busy this next week or so. You guys, so is everybody dancing on the Opera House tonight, or
Yes.
Okay.
So we reserve the stage for Martin Luther King Day, and so everybody picks a time and you rehearse for a half an hour
Oh, okay.
on stage. It's great to be able to get the timing and the blocking of where you need to be and when, and you turn here, you got to angle yourself there, because it's different from the ballroom, and it's different. The sound is different, so it's good to just be able to see the visual of where you need to be on stage.
Because the stage is actually smaller than the ballroom practice area, I hear.
It is. It's just a little. The center of the ballroom doesn't match the center of the stage. Like there's an outcropping in the ballroom, and so you can't quite. The visual of it isn't right, and so it's hard to mimic the area of the stage there.
What are you smiling about? Smirking.
Yeah, it's just when you're dancing in the ballroom, it just feels different than dancing on the stage, because we did that yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Or is it Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday today? What's today? Monday?
Monday.
Yeah, okay. And you're right, it's a big open area, and there's going to be people sitting in the audience, believe it or not. And that's going to be stressful.
You don't see them. You don't see them.
Yeah, but you're going to hear them.
You will hear
I'm
them.
going to hear them breathing.
It's exhilarating, actually. To hear the crowd is really. That's why I always love it when people cheer, because it's just, it gets you kind of that, gives you that little boost of energy, and
Positive reinforcement.
yep, it's good.
I'm sure the first night will be stressful as all get out, but then the second night,
It's dress rehearsal. Dress rehearsal's the first time when your people are there.
the
Yeah.
people.
And that's a little, to me, that's the most unnerving. By Friday, I'm okay. It's dress rehearsal. That's Thursday is my night that I get a little antsy.
And dress rehearsal sometimes doesn't go well.
Right? Yep.
I wouldn't know. I've never been.
Well, I will let you know. I'm not trying to jinx dress rehearsal, but if it doesn't go well, don't walk away thinking, uh-oh, what are we going to do?
You should get it out there, and now you're good for the show.
Because Friday night, the show happens, and it just continues. And if something screws up, it just continues.
Yep.
And if a lighting cue is messed up, or a song plays wrong, or I mess up, it just keeps going.
Nobody else knows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's a hard thing too to teach to someone, is that the audience doesn't know what you're doing, and so if you screw up, you just keep going because they don't really know.
Right. Unless you drop her.
Right, not an option. It's okay.
Just don't drop her.
Well, the 6 lifts that we have throughout our dance. Was it 7 now? I forget. I lose count.
You throw her, she spins.
There's a lot of throwing and lifting, and
Yeah. Mary Lou Retton style.
it's only a minute
That's
and a half.
So, Chad, final thoughts? Enjoying it?
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it again.
See that? That's exactly what we were hoping
Look
for.
at that.
I'm part of the fold.
That's right. Well, now you can come back and dance the alumni number next year.
He sounds like he actually might do it.
I think he will.
I got no reason not to right now.
Right now.
Right. Mm-hmm. If I embarrass myself on stage, then it's different.
Yeah, get through next week and see how you feel. And Aggie, final thoughts on the show? And
I'm just really excited for another year. It's always nice to meet new people, because I don't think my path really has ever crossed with Chad. So it's nice to meet new people and make them excited about dance and get them to want to do it again. So that's I've kind of met my goal, so that's perfect.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Tickets still available, NewportOperaHouse.com. It's a production of the Newport Area Chamber of Commerce, Newport Opera House Association, Dancing with Newport Stars on January 27th and 28th. Thank you guys, and I will see you next week.
Great. Thanks for the invite.
Thank you.